Welcome to CCN TV News, your premier source for local and international news. From the streets of Kingston to the capitals of the world, we are ready to cover you stories that shape our world. Stay tuned for breaking news. They call him the Good Morning Man. For over 4 decades, his voice woke Jamaica. But behind the cheerful sign-on, behind the punctual quips and warm banter, lay battles, secrets, and a dual life few ever heard about. Today we pull back the mic and ask, who was Allan Magnus really, beyond the radio persona? The story you're about to hear will make you rethink every morning you greeted with his voice. Born December 15, 1943 in Kingston, Allan Courtney Magnus would later become a national institution. From early on, he loved music. At Franklin Town Elementary School, he joined variety shows. In high school at Kingston College, he formed a duo, performed at stage shows, cut his teeth in music. He later joined the Mighty Vikings group as guitarist/vocalist, performing at Kingston clubs and on opportunity hour shows. But radio would call, and he answered. In 1971, he joined Radio Jamaica RJR, initially in technical or support roles, later transitioning to announcer and DJ. Allan was quickly drawn to on-air roles, hosting afternoon shows like Best to Buy Request, weekend segments, and a variety shows. In the early years, he faced challenges. He once joked he was fired twice in the first decade for falling asleep on air after weeks of overwork. Over time, his Good Morning Man slot became his signature, the show where Jamaica turned in between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. The show evolved. Allan was later joined by Dorraine Samuels in the second half of the morning. What started as casual banter grew into Good Morning Jamaica, turning their pairing into a national ritual. That pairing lasted from roughly 1981 to 2007. 26 years of daily companionship on air. Now the reveal you've been waiting for. Allan Magnus maintained a musical recording identity alongside his radio persona, rarely spoken of and sometimes at odds with his broadcasting life. Under the name Teddy Magnus, he recorded reggae covers and originals, most famously a reggae version of Flying Machine. That track topped charts on RJR and the Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation in its day. He also released I'm Gonna Be Strong, Beautiful Day, and others, but held that side of his life in quieter regard, often stating he didn't fully commit to the recording business due to unfair producers. What's striking? He kept his musical persona separate, rarely letting listeners equate the radio icon with the recording artist. It was a dual identity, radio morning guardian by day, reggae storyteller by art. This hidden identity, rarely discussed in interviews, hints at a man who refused to be boxed by one title. He wanted both to wake Jamaica and to sing to Jamaica. Allan Magnus was awarded the Order of Distinction in 1993 for his broadcasting service. In 2017, he officially retired from the daily morning show, but he continued contributing with short segments, checking in on Sunny Side Up, and rarely fully left the airwaves. His personal life was punctuated by grief. In 2019, his wife Carleen Carey Magnus died just 4 days after Dorraine Samuels passed away. Magnus himself later publicly asked, "What are the odds of the two most important persons in one's life passing almost to the hour, 4 days apart?" On February 3rd, 2024, Allan Magnus died at the age of 80. Jamaica mourned a doyen. Allan Magnus, radio icon, hidden musician, mourning companion, private mourner. His life reminds us that behind the familiar voice may dwell unspoken dreams, regrets, and secret selves. So, next time you hear his laugh, his cue to start, think of Teddy 2, singing softly beneath the mic. Allan Magnus, the good morning man, and the song he kept just for himself.